Alright guys, back here with another video, and this time we got our undefeated Garlic Jr. He got 2 draws, but he did pretty well in our best of 3 tournament tonight, and he did pretty well last weekend too. But this deck's actually improved from last week, so I wanted to show it off because he got some promos.
So I played Garlic Jr.
Show us what the leader does. Turn it around.
So for those of you who don't know, has Overlord, which is the new mechanic out of set 11. It just once per turn, choose a card with Servant, which we'll get to. Place it on the bottom of the deck, draw a card. It's got your standard attack, draw a card, standard awaken, untap 1, draw 1.
He also has a ability like Soul Striker Reboot, where if you have a yellow unison with energy cost of 3 in play, you get to do your awaken ability.
That too. And then on the back side, he has Overlord still, just once per turn, just be able to cycle and draw. Built-in draw engine is really good. And then he has 2 autos, his draw auto, and then his second auto, which is really good, and we'll get to why, because there's a promo in the deck that we play that makes it really good. During your opponent's turn, whenever they attack, you can just play one of your 2-drop guys from your hand for free in rest mode, which we'll get to why that works really good with like everything in the deck.
Yep, Garlic Jr. is pretty cool.
Into the deck profile. So starting off, we play 4 copies of Yamcha, Demonic Transformation. So blocker, 2-drop. He has Servant. So Servant is a permanent keyword skill that just gives all of your battle cards 10k power permanently. So he's 20k. So 2-drop, 20k blocker. He's pretty good. Next we play Roshi, who's probably the best one. We play 4 Roshis. So Roshi just comes out and he has an auto draw card. And you can only use it once per turn, which is fine because it'd probably be broken if you could use it more once per turn. Like with all the Garlic Jr. looping and stuff, you could draw like 6-7 cards a turn. Next we play the newest addition to the deck, which is Chi-Chi. Now Chi-Chi is, whenever she plays, I just choose one of my opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode, which works really good on my opponent's turn with the leader, just being able to just, okay, you're attacking, cool, play this card for free, switch that other guy to rest mode, and then combo over your attack, and now this 2 attacks out the way. Then we also play 2 Bulmas. So Bulma, just once per turn, you can just pay a yellow, look at the top 5, add a unison with a specified cost of 3, or any of your 3-drop or lower demon clans from your deck to your hand. She's really good. I mean, like, it's once per turn, every turn. You can just put her out there, leave her there, and just continuously accrue card advantage. That's all of the servants that we play, and they're really good for the most part, especially like with other cards in the deck, being able to put them on the bottom, draw cards. Next we play 4 Garlic Jr. Commander of the Demon Clan. So he's 3 cost, 15k. He has Deflect and Indestructible, and he also has Overlord, so he also draws you cards, and he has a pretty unique auto. It's if your leader card is Yellow Demon Clan, when you play this card, during your opponent's next turn, they can't, your leader and your unison don't take any damage from double strikes and triple strikes, which at first I didn't care for, but is really good.
It's also funny because it makes it to where, like, your opponent might forget. Like, I forgot when I was playing it, when I was testing it, he just
I've had 2 or 3 people just forget, and they'll go to, like, cool, I'm swinging for a game, because I'll play one turn, and then I'll play the second one the next turn. And then they'll go for a game, and they'll, like, combo, like, 100k, and just shrug my shoulders, like, okay, whatever.
That's fine. That's
sure.
fine. I'm not dead.
Then we play 3 of the Big Garlic. He evolves for 1 over the 3-drop.
This card's underpriced. It's like super duper infinite cheap.
He has Unique, which sucks because you'd want to put all 3 of them on the board if you could. He is Indestructible and he's Crit. He has Overlord as well, and he has a really good effect that actually makes like the deck, once it gets going, really good. So his has an Activate main once per turn. I look at the bottom card of my deck. If it's a 2-drop or lower Demon Clan, I play it for free.
That's why Roshi's silly.
And so so like your Overlord puts them on the bottom of the deck, and then you use him and play them. So usually like turn 4, I'll have a Roshi on board and I'll play him. I'll put Roshi on the bottom of the deck with my leader's Overlord, draw a card. Then I'll use his Activate main. I'll play him. Roshi triggers, draw a card, and then I'll use then I'll swing with it because he's 20k. Then I'll use the Overlord, put him back on the bottom of the deck, and draw 3 cards.
Just off one Roshi.
Yeah, like once after turn 4, once you put him on board, you're drawing 4 or 5 cards a turn every turn because he's indestructible, so they're not getting rid of him.
Plus the other Overlord effects if you have another on board.
Yes, and then we play some of the boys. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna call them the Spice Boys. It's Vinegar of the Demonic Elite Four. So all of them have kind of the same secondary effect, where if you use Overlord and you tuck something on the bottom, you can pay a yellow and you can play them from your hand for just 1 yellow. They're 2-drop 15Ks. He's the best one, so his effect is when you play him, you can't use the effect for the rest of the turn, but he looks at the top 5 and he plays a 2-drop or lower Demon Clan from the top of your deck in rest mode. So a lot of times, like if you don't have Chi-Chi or you don't have Roshi, like on your opponent's turn with your leader effect, you wind up playing him in rest mode, and then you'll look at the top of your deck and you'll play something else, and then you have 2 rest mode battle cards, which thanks to your Unison, which we'll get to, actually gives your leader plus like a bean effect. It's +5.
The Unison's
so he's really good. Then I cut this down. I was playing 4, but I'm only playing 3 Gassiu. So he has the same secondary effect where you use Overlord, you just pay 1 and he comes out. But his main effect is activate main. You discard him to search out your field card, which is really good. So this is usually your turn 1 play, is to play Machio Star. So when you play Machio Star...
Show us that full art. That shit looks nice.
It does look nice. I like it. Yeah, so when you play Machio Star, you look at the top 5, you add any Demon Clan to your hand, which is the only way to search your 5-drop. So usually if you see your 5-drop, that's what you add. And then his second auto is just at the end of the turn, play a 2-drop or lower Demon Clan with the effects negated for the turn. Usually, like, this is your turn 1 play, and you're going to play a Yamcha blocker turn 1, and
20K
then pass.
blocker.
Just 20K blocker for free, pass. They swing into it, you block an attack. Next turn, you're just going to put it on the bottom of the deck and draw a card. It's pretty good. Then we get to the Unison. I play 4 of the Baby Resolute Avenger. I did not like this card at first. When it was revealed, I did not think it was that good. So 3-cost Unison. It has blocker and has a permanent. If you have 2 or more yellow battle cards in rest mode, him and your leader just gain 5K. Just beam. Which I really undervalued at first, but like how easily the deck can put cards out there and get the bean effect is really powerful.
It also allows you to awaken. So.
Yeah, and it allows you to awaken, which is why originally I played it, but it turns out it's pretty good too. It's got its +1 is just activate main. At the end of the turn, switch it to active mode because it's blocker. So I mean, you get a free 20K blocker every turn. And then it's -2 activate main. If your leader card is yellow, I choose up to 1 of my yellow battle cards, 5 cost or less, and switch it to active mode. So a lot of times going for game, you'll like swing with this. You'll swing with your 5-drop garlic. You'll -2. You'll switch your garlic back to active mode. You can swing again, pay 3 energy, play another one, do it again. Then because we play Yellow Unison, I also play just 2 copies of Vegeta Prideful Transformation. I'd play more, but he's a 3-drop Unison, so usually by turn 3, like I'm trying to do other things. But it's still really good. It's still like, I mean, just rest something and then a free blocker.
You don't
really
always
good.
see your Unison, so.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Then onwards to negate. So we play Energy Field, which is a negate for this deck. So this card is
like
really good.
Crazy Nimbus.
So counterattack, negate the attack. Then if I have 4 or more yellow Demon Clans on board, which counts the leader, so I just need 3 other guys, you can't attack. You can attack 1 more for the rest of the turn. That's it. You 1 more attack. Leader, Unison, battle card, doesn't matter. And then its second permanent is if I have 4 guys on the board, it's free. I don't have to pay energy.
That's
for it.
crazy free Nimbus.
And then just to add insult to injury, I still do play 2 Nimbus. Because 6 Nimbus sounds pretty good. Also, y'all know what Nimbus does. I also play 2 max power Kamehamehas. I was playing the Release from Evil, the free negate, if you have a Unison on board. I still sideboard it. It just wasn't doing as much. And this also doubles as spot removal, which the deck actually lacks a lot of like board removal. So I kind of wanted to test it out. It worked really well. I used it mostly for board removal like all day. Then I play 4 Zamasu super combos. You awaken usually at 6 life, and you try to stay above 4 as much as possible. So playing any of the draw super combos, a lot of times, I'll sit like half the game with them in my hand just looking at them. So Zamasu just feels much better. It's a defensive card, it keeps your life high, and you can use it at 8 life or whenever, so. Then the game-ending cards. It's a yellow deck. We're going to play Raiders Warcry.
3 of them things.
3 Raiders Warcry, 4 Clogs, because you have your curve early game, so it really clogs early game. But once you're past like turn 4, on turn 5, There was one game today on turn 6. I dropped 3 of them.
Oh my goodness.
And then the actual game ender, because I don't have Cell Xeno, I play 2 Shrouded in Mystery. It's a control deck, so why not? You're going to get the 6 energy, and then this card will end the game when he comes out. There's one card in the game that stops it, and nobody plays it.
There's a few.
Well, there's one card that like actually stops it.
Frost Deadly Poison.
Yeah, Frost Deadly Poison.
And Cold Bloodless.
And sure, and those cards start seeing play. So
Yeah.
once this card comes down, it pretty much ends the game.
Yeah, it does. Especially with your established board.
Yeah, because like you can put a bunch of guys on board and then just.
Garlic Jr. is pretty cool, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.